Welcome to Cool Talk and the Oscars. Controversy for the second year in a row. Out of all 20 acting nominees, there is not one African American nominated. Let's talk about that. Now, Spike Lee and Jada Pinkett Smith have recently said they're going to boycott the Oscars. Well, other than raising awareness, I don't think this is going to work. I'll tell you why. See, the Academy is not made up of a panel of judges sitting around a table. There are actually 6,000 members of the Academy. If you look at one of my previous videos, you'll see how nominees are chosen. Most of the actors in Hollywood belong to the Academy. They make votes, they choose who they want to be nominated, and then all these things are sent over to Price and Waterhouse, an accounting firm who couldn't care less about Hollywood and their money. They have a job to do. They do the numbers. So this is not a group of people around the table that can say, well, you know what? Let's choose a black person. Let's choose an Asian or a Latino or an Eskimo. It doesn't work that way. Yet, at the same time, we can't help but be surprised that Idris Elba did not pick up a nomination. Neither did the film Beast of No Nation. Neither did Straight Outta Compton or the cast of Straight Outta Compton. Neither did Will Smith. Other artists that were overlooked: Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson, and the director of Creed, Ryan Coogler. Now, a couple of years ago, 12 Years a Slave won Best Picture. The director Steve McQueen was nominated. Last year, Mexican Alejandro Iñárritu won the Oscar for Birdman. So some feel, well, there was some diversity, but not quite enough. Now, white actors George Clooney and Mark Ruffalo agreed with all of this. They say there should be more diversity. And George Clooney said, well, Straight Outta Compton should have gotten nominated, that Creed should have gotten nominated. Well, that's great, but it opens up a question for me. Did George Clooney vote for Straight Outta Compton? Did he vote for Creed? Did he vote for any of these black actors? You see, I don't know. But remember, these acting nominations are chosen by the peers, not by a table, not by a panel. So my personal opinion is that the talk of the boycott does raise awareness, which is good. Maybe there should be some strides taken in marketing, and maybe all of this will bring some diversity. But I don't think that boycott is the answer. I have a better solution. Many years ago, Gregory Peck was the president of the Motion Picture Association, and he felt that too many members of the Academy were older. So they were nominating a lot of older actors. To allow the young people to flourish, he decided to retire the membership of some of these older actors who hadn't done anything in decades. So, I say, Sean Connery, who has not done a film since 2003. I love Sean Connery, but he needs to turn in his membership. You see these old people here? You know none of them are going to see Straight Outta Compton. It's not going to happen. This affects not only African Americans, but women in general. Last year, Ava DuVernay would have been the first black female director nominated if she had picked up a nomination for directing Selma. However, 94% of the studio executives are white. And guess what? 100% of them are male. And hence, only four women have ever been nominated for a director's part in Hollywood. A female. Catherine Bigelow is the only female director to have won an Oscar, and the very next year she was not nominated for Zero Dark 30, even though Steven Spielberg and Meryl Streep, all they have to do is fart and they'll pick up a nomination. That's how it feels. Academy Award nominated films like Awakenings and Prince of Tides were both directed by women, but the directors were not nominated. Danny Boyle won an Oscar for directing Slumdog Millionaire, but guess what? His co-director, Loveleen Tan Den, was not nominated. Now, the general public is open for diversity, but it sounds like, well, women are going to have to work even harder, and African Americans, same thing. And as for these old people over here, we have to retire some of these actors who have not done anything in decades. Now, some want Chris Rock to also boycott the Oscars. He is the Oscar host. Well, he's contractually obligated to be there. And, I'm kind of waiting to see what he's going to say because he has to say something. But in the meantime, everybody, send me your comments below. Or better yet, subscribe. This is Cool Talk.